So we will call to order the Albany School Board meeting for November 4th, 2023 at 5:32 p.m. Present myself, Chair Tim Sorgi.
Dan Bianchino, Vice Chair.
Kevin Richards, Superintendent, has seen that.
Second order of business is the approval of the minutes of September 26, 23. Can I get a motion to
I'll
approve?
make a motion to approve the minutes.
I will second that. Any discussion, changes? Having none, all in favor?
Yes.
Aye. Item 3, comments. No public is here. Any board member comments?
No.
I have none either. We just signed the checks and the manifest for item 4. Item 5 is business affairs.
I don't have anything.
I don't think we have anything.
For you folks.
We're at an all-time record here. I don't know. What's in the superintendent's report, Mr. Superintendent?
Not a whole lot.
Okay.
Just a few pieces. Superintendent search. You guys were there when we appointed Amy Frechette, Dr. Amy Frechette, for assistant superintendent. The advertising for superintendent went out today. It's being posted. Committee will convene late December, January to get going with that, and hopefully we get a good quality candidate for the job. Other than that, budget season is upon us. The SAU is the first one that has to be adopted, and then Conway met for the first time. A lot of big conversations in Conway. Went till about 9:30 last night. That's session number 1. I'm sure we'll have many more moving forward, but we'll see where that goes. But they're definitely going to have to make some big decisions about what they choose to do moving forward, because there are going to be some costs, facility-wise, maintenance costs, and also just operational pieces. So we'll see where that goes. Other than that, we had just a little sidelight. The New England Ski Museum every year puts together a wonderful package for the kids, the 4th and 5th grade students in Conway, Mount Washington Valley. So the kids work on projects related to, it started off as a ski industry, but really winter, that's a huge tourist part of where we are. So they do a lot of research, a lot of reenactments, and one of the highlights is they ride the train up from their schools up to Shula Park, and they reenact the coming to Cranmore, which occurred, back in the early days, and a lot of great volunteers, and the kids get to learn a little bit more about their history here of the valley. So special thanks to those folks and the volunteers, but every year it's a nice annual event.
Awesome.
So yeah, other than that, if you folks have questions for me, I'd be happy to answer them, but like I said, budget time is about honest for everybody.
I don't really. I think
I don't have anything.
I think, yeah.
To add on to your comments about the superintendent search, for those few people who may not know, Dr. Amy Frechette was approved by SAU. And you were there as well.
Yeah.
Which I think that's a big plus, having her there. Depending on whoever becomes in as superintendent, I think having her there is a big plus.
Well, I think just for some continuity moving forward and understanding of the complexities of
I was
SAU
thinking about that because I was at that meeting, and there was some comments about should they have assistant superintendent and whatnot, and it kind of baffled my mind a bit with those comments, because at this juncture we really don't know what the status of the new superintendent is going to be. We haven't even got into the first interview yet. Right. There could be some substantial burdens being placed upon this assistant superintendent going forward that we don't know about. So the more time that she has to get herself acquainted into that position, the better. Because there very well could be some unforeseen circumstances where she has to step in as assistant superintendent and perhaps do some more duties that she might not even have thought of when accepting that position. So that's one thing that I thought of. So I don't think there could be any drawback to getting someone into that position as soon as possible and up to speed. I wanted to say something at the meeting because that's what I thought, but it didn't seem.
Well, I think at that, speaking strictly for myself, I think it was a foregone conclusion at the meeting, and even the one vote that went against her was made out of principle, not against her as a candidate.
Right.
I felt her biggest strength for the SAU, the biggest benefit that we could have was her having come up through the system. She knows it well. She'll be working with you and then transitioning to the new superintendent. And if that's he or she comes in from somewhere not familiar with what goes on here, Amy would be a tremendous asset.
Yeah.
That this is all her academic stuff and her knowledge aside.
Absolutely.
So I think it was a very solid pick.
I mean, I just know from past experience that sometimes an assistant needs to step up and do things that they might otherwise not think that they were going to be doing in many different scenarios, and this could be one of them. I mean, I'm not saying that it is going to be, but I'm just saying there's the potential there.
Right.
So.
You don't have anything else?
No.
Any other business? Our next meeting is January 9th.
And you'll get a look at the budget at that meeting, right? And kind of a first draft, and hopefully if there are any changes.
Well, we were supposed to. We didn't have any directives from the SAU meeting to bring back to the school boards last time. Did we? Anything? No.
No, I don't think so.
There wasn't anything that. Nothing was discussed. Maybe it was the prior meeting that we were discussing something that we would need to bring before the. I guess I can't recall. So. Anyway.
And then the next meeting after that is the school district meeting.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, we have the budget hearing.
Public budget hearing. Yeah.
Yep. That is set for February 13th, 2024 at 5:30 p.m. 2:13. And then the school district meeting will be March 12th. 2024. That's at 7 p.m. It's prior to a town meeting. No public here for public comment. We don't think we have anything for non-public session.
Nope.
So a motion to adjourn.
I will make a motion to adjourn.
I will second it. At 5:39. 7 minutes, man.
That's-
These are the Carol Nell.